The main thing that I was wanting to get across was to talk about, three things: microaggressions, of course, implicit bias, and white privilege. But I think the reason that that sort of thing can be threatening to people or offensive to people is they feel like they're saying that you should be guilty, you should feel guilty that you've done something individually wrong, like you got up today and went out and did something to victimize a minority. And that's not what white privilege says. What it says is that this world is structured such that there are beliefs that are so instilled that says that I can walk into a Target store and walk around and look and not be followed. But you take somebody my same size, my same age, everything that's black, they might be followed through that store. I can drive an expensive car through Beverly Hills and the cops drive by me like I'm invisible. But if I was black, their thought might be, where did he get that car? I'm gonna pull him over and ask him. And so I have the white privilege of being able to drive that car around without somebody suspecting, where did I get it? And Steve Harvey and I talk about that all the time. He got a white Bentley he drives around. You better tint those windows, buddy. So it's just built in. It doesn't mean you've chosen to do something wrong, but if you're aware of it and everybody starts to have a dialogue about it, then maybe that cop or that store manager starts to unconsciously act and go, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? Then maybe it starts to change. And, that's my hope. And the microaggressions are, they're astounding. Black applicants get shorter interviews. The interviewer sits further away. It's all of these things are just built in. They're just there. And for people to say that just doesn't exist, it factually exists. I'm sorry, it just factually exists. You can say that you wish it didn't, but it does. If it's somebody say there's it's just wrong, sorry. No, actually it is. It's just factual. So it's not about feeling guilty, it's about doing something to help change it. And did you find this show enlightening, helpful? I said at the beginning, I want you to feel better after the show than before the show. I don't want you to feel like, I'm a horrible person. That's not the purpose. The purpose is say, hey, I learned something today. I'll think and feel and maybe act differently tomorrow. And this stuff about black people just want to be victims. If black people want to be victims, they'd be sitting home hanging their heads. That's not what they're doing. They're saying, no, look, let's change this. Let's fix this. I want to chart my own course. I want to make my own way. This young couple from Santa Monica. What a nice couple, by the way, right? Yeah. Nice people, yeah. Really nice people. You hate to see, and their children have to watch that happen. Same with Anita, her children have to watch that happen. That's terrible. I hope those companies watch this show and say, we better do something to make this right and make sure it doesn't happen again. They need to be doing the kind of sensitivity training like CBS and Viacom are doing, which was good reminders, right? I teach the courses and went to it and sat through it. Hell, if I can do it, they can do it. So anyway, that's a bubble over my head.